here's the basics of that broadcasting tricks code. I won't show you a whole lot this video, maybe more in the next one. Basically, read over the directions carefully. It's asking us to build some kind of an interactive game, it sounds like, with 5 buttons. A button labeled hover, flip, fly, warp, and mystery. Step 2 talks about what the buttons need to do. Some new stuff in there, so read that carefully. And then 3, 4, 5, and 6 describe what those buttons need to do: the hover, the flip, the fly, and the warp buttons. And 7 says that mystery button is to get some sort of extreme trick different than the other 4. Okay. And the bottom shows us some code blocks we're going to be using, some new ones. We haven't used many this year yet. This go-to one. This one was seen in the Thunder Maze, where I gave you that code block to go to a certain coordinate point. That way your Thunder logo guy, mascot, I always went to the checkpoint A automatically. So I gave it some coordinate points. This broadcast one is going to be needed. We're going to click a lot of actors. They will receive a broadcast and some gliding and some size changing. So I'll kind of get the buttons started, and I'll shut this video down. Okay, so I need to go to a new project. I'm just going to pick a blank one and a blank project. And then again, it gives you these little actors at the beginning. If you don't want them, trash can them. That's what I'll do here once it loads. If it loads. There it goes. Okay. This guy I do not want. He goes away. Alright, so I'm going to add an actor. And I'm going to draw my own actor. And I want to use square shaped buttons. I want. Right now I have my buttons going to be a blue button with a black border. I want maybe a nice green button with a black border. So I'm going to click and drag a little box. Here's my button. We'll fill that full of that green paint. And I'm going to add some text to it. Add some text. This one's going to be called hover. And then my text, I should be able to make that text bigger. Let me try it here once. And this has changed since I used this program last. So I'll be patient. There it goes. So see how to kind of draw that little window around it to select this part of my screen, then get that how I wanted it. Okay. Kind of blurry, isn't it? So let's trash can that. Discard changes. Try that again. What's that guy do? This is a vector line. That might be more than what I want. This is more than what I want. This is it. Okay, pick that one instead. So again, here I have, I'll pick my green box tool, click drag, that's better. Oh, 2 of them by accident. One can go away. Use my arrow tool, click back on this box, I dropped it by accident, make it bigger. How big? I don't know. Just makes it look sort of decent. You can watch along over here in the size. I'm 330 by 138. What does that mean? Just how many pixels wide, how many pixels tall. Go to my text tool, add some text, call it hover. That's better. And grab these little handles and make my text bigger. Now it's a lot more clear. I can see what's going on and read my text actually. Okay, I like it. So I'll save that. There's my actor. I want my buttons to be on the top of my screen, so I'll kind of drag it up here. I can either make it smaller if I want. It could fit. Get over there. Okay. Need some codes. All your buttons are going to have a similar kind of code to it. they're going to have the when actor clicked, and they're going to have that code block called, it might not be in this little bank here, it's not. So I need to have it called broadcast. Think of it like it's going to be like a radio signal. It's going to broadcast a signal out to all actors to hear. And I want this to broadcast the word hover. Let's try that again. The word hover. Okay. I need to have another actor. I'll just grab one from the library so it's quicker, so you can get to work faster. And I'll just pick, I want maybe this guy for my actor for right now. There he is. This guy's gonna get a ton of code. He gets to do all the tricks. So this guy is gonna get the code block from that one sheet we just saw called when I receive. When I receive, because this code block hover broadcasted, this guy is going to receive that hover command. Okay. What's the hover going to do? The sheet says it needs to. Let's look at it again. Hover command says it jumps in the air, hovers for about 2 seconds, and lands back on the ground. Jump, float, and land. So this one, we'll make it sort of easy. There's a ton of ways to make this thing here happen. I'm going to have this guy, it's got to wait in the air. I'm going to have it repeat on a jump up, repeat on a jump down. I'm going to use to change X, because I'm going to go up the screen, not X, that's across the screen. Change Y up the screen, change Y down the screen. I need some more wait blocks. And then I'll make this a little bit faster. 0.01. That one probably the same way. Whoops. 0.001. Back. So if I go 10 repeats of 10 pixels, I'm moving 100 pixels. That's not much, but I'll see how it works. I need to wait at least 2 seconds and then land back on the ground again, which would be, in case I'm going to go down, which would be negative. So this guy says when clicked, broadcast hover. This guy says when receive hover, do the hover trick. Let's try it once. So I'll play the program and click hover. See him? Jumps, floats, lands. That one's done. But I might make it a little bit higher of a jump. Maybe let's go 15 pixels repeats up and 15 repeats down. What does that give me? A little higher of a jump. I like that. Again, you can have them be a little more tricky, have them kind of float and kind of just move a little bit up there on the top. Up to you. So there's the basics of the hover command. They're all built the same way. So you build a next button. Maybe one called flip or warp or the other buttons. They all have a when clicked broadcast. But I need a play sound effect, and I need to have it shrink and then return to size again. And I need to have this guy have a lot more commands. He's going to have when receive flip, when receive warp, all those. Ton of code. So there's the beginning portion of the tricks program.